Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. You're watching There Be Bats here with our friends from Game to Grow during the Wounded Warrior Project Warrior Week. Our Wounded Warrior Project fundraiser is still live. If one of my moderators can go ahead and throw that link up, please go take a look at it. And all that support is going to the Wounded Warrior Project and all the great things that they're doing. Today, we're doing a really fun game, and Elizabeth will be talking about that. So, Elizabeth.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Kilmer. I am the Director of Education and Training at Game to Grow. Game to Grow is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that uses games of all kinds for community, individual, and educational growth. Most of my games are therapeutic games. This is not going to be a therapeutic game. This is going to be a fun game with friends. So I'm really, really excited. I don't get the chance to run a lot of social games, and so I'm really excited for this. We've got a whole new adventure. It's got some really dumb references to some pop culture things that I like because I can do that, because I'm the DM. And before we get started telling you exactly what we're going to be going into in this adventure today, I would love for our players to introduce themselves. Tightrope, you want to go first?
Sure. Hey, everybody. I'm GW. You can find me on IG and Twitter under GW005. And you can also find me here doing fun events and also with some fun projects coming up in a couple of months. So keep an eye on that. Also, you can hear my voice on Clarion Dawn. It's a kind of a sci-fi drama podcast. It's really fun. You can find that at clariondawn.com or any of your favorite podcast platforms. Today, I will be playing Tightrope, a kind of a skittish little cat, still very curious, and maybe has a problem with the scratchies. I'll find out.
The Scrappies. Excellent.
Scratchies. Dear God, what have we done? I also just noticed that you have hair ears, and it's gorgeous.
Yes.
I didn't notice that before because you were looking.
Oh yeah,
at
it's amazing.
That's pretty ridiculous. Oh boy. Yeah, you all know me, Chris Solo, doing all the things, always all the things. The only thing that I want to plug is our 12-hour stream on Friday. It starts at 3:30 a.m., goes to 3:30 p.m. because I'm insane. But this is our fundraiser to upgrade our stream equipment. So go ahead and check all that cool stuff out. Just check the Ko-Fi links down below. And I'll be playing Castilius, the gnome wizard. I've been blowing things up a lot. But I started to kind of play with little gadgets and things, and then it keeps going boom. So I'm very curious to see where this goes. And I might have burned his hair, but I can't remember.
Awesome. My name is Adam Davis. I am a founder and executive director of Game to Grow. We are very excited to be moving forward with some of the more therapeutic gaming sessions. We're expanding our programming to include services for veterans. So if you are a veteran, a warrior who's interested in learning more about that, go to gametogrow.org/veterans. My character today is Stormund, a turtle barbarian. I was a pirate because the pirates came and they stole me from my home, and they brought me up thinking I was just a turtle. Turns out I'm a turtle. And they trained me to be a pirate on their ship. And now I have no home, and I wander looking for someday to have my own ship for the freedom of the sea.
Solid.
And I do not like being scratched.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy. Oh boy.
No scratching for me. No, thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Twitch, Facebook, and Insta, and Brianna DeCosta on Twitter. I play Kazana Moonshadow on Wizards of Ukador, and I play Ash, the Bone Crusher, which if you tuned in last night, you saw the premiere of Vault 42, which I'm super excited about. I'm so excited to be playing with this amazing group. Wounded Warrior Project, which the game is supporting, is definitely dear to our family because I have family members in almost every branch of the military. So it's wonderful what they're doing, and I love the fact that Game to Grow is a part of that as well. Today, I will be playing Amara Torleth. Actually, I am Lady Amara Torleth. She is a bard from the College of Swords, and she's also a rogue. She stands about like 5'9". She's very tall. She has silver hair, gray eyes, and tan skin. She comes from a noble family whose their family actually founded her hometown of Tulum. She's really gifted in the performing arts, so her family allowed her to go to Bard College. They did not know, however, that she went to the College of Swords because she kind of has this unusual obsession with shiny, pointy things. So we'll see what happens on her adventure to become a famous blade with this merry band.
Awesome. I am so excited. Someone in the chat said that this is shaping up to be a party in all caps. And I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and kind of jump in here. So y'all know each other an amount. Some of you more than others. Some of you like each other more than others. But you have all been hired by this rather eccentric collector. And this collector likes to kind of gather things that they believe are parts of history. But they have a interesting view on what they think is an important part of history versus an unimportant part of history. And for this particular job, you've actually been sent after some creations that were made by this rogue who was active about 40 years ago and then just kind of disappeared. And this particular rogue called himself the Bat. No one knew him by any other name, which is a little odd to begin with, but he was known for, instead of stealing works of art, like paintings or jewels or anything like that, instead he focused more on raw materials. So loose jewels, silver, gold, platinum, like all of those kind of pieces. And he was rumored, there's no real hard proof of this, but he was rumored to take those raw materials and then create his own statues, these like elaborate statues of bats made out of all of these kind of rare materials. And this particular collector thinks that that would be an amazing thing to add to his collection, and so he has offered you quite a bit of money to go search for this. And he's done, luckily, a lot of the hard legwork in terms of finding this hideout, or this rumored hideout. Again, no one's seen this guy in about 40 years, and so we start y'all off at the entrance to this rumored hideout of the Bat, and you haven't gotten a lot of information about what exactly is going to be down in these caves. You know that they're dark. You know that this rogue was called the Bat. You know that there are caves. You've heard some rumors that people might have gone looking for some of this treasure before and not exactly come out at all. But who knows? Maybe they just stole some things, didn't want the notoriety, and so disappeared to another country. It could always be that. They might not be dead. It's probably fine. So we actually start out, and y'all are standing on this kind of rocky hillside, overlooking this hole that just goes deep into the ground, and you can see about 5 to 10 feet, and then it just gets kind of dark. The hole itself is about the size of like a well, like the classic one that you would like drop a bucket in, and so you could pretty easily go down this hole, but there doesn't seem to be any stairs or ladders or an elevator, anything convenient like that.
Okay, before I say what I'm about to say, or do what I'm about to do, actually, so we're all just kind of standing around this hole, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on, there's something in my eye. So Can I roll? I've never been a wizard before, actually, which is really funny because I do a school of 15 wizards and I really don't know what I'm doing.
You came on this trip, if you're not really a wizard. You
Wow.
I believe that's called
No.
deception,
think
sir.
you
You
said
lied
you were
to
a
us.
wizard. Right?
So my question is can we say that after this last long rest, I would do the 2 portent rolls? Where I get to roll 2 d20s when I wake up, and I can use those rolls and substitute
Yes.
them before roll. Okay.
Divination.
Yes.
Yeah, I just
And
want to. Yeah,
I have
do
a
that.
question
And
to
they
add
suck.
to that as well on the same fact. Before our last long rest, would you say that I could have cast good berries for the day ahead since I knew that we were going here?
Absolutely. So because we're starting right at the beginning, y'all obviously woke up in some inn this morning, packed up all your supplies for going down deep in a cave. And so you are fully prepared if there's any kind of prep that needs to happen, particular roles, making sure you picked up a couple of extra torches. You absolutely were able to do that. You didn't just find yourself at this hole. You intentionally traveled here.
Copy.
Okay.
So that means if I wanted to do Blade Ward before we head
Yep.
down, that's perfect. Okay.
So the second silly thing I'm about to do is I'm not going to ask permission, but because I'm so small, I think I would have advantage of this. I'm going to run behind all 3 of my friends and kneecap them right behind the knee and push them all into the hole.
I'm really Dexy. I'm gonna need you to make a. Oh, I'm not the DM.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do a contested dex check for that. So I would like
Trust me.
I would like
Trust me. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So I would
Yeah.
like everybody to I want the 3 who are being capped. Please roll me a dex save, and Castilius, you can give me a strength or an acrobatics.
I'll do
Or
acrobatics. No, acrobatics.
No.
You said it.
You are. I'm assuming there's some like flipping and moving and kicking
Yes.
involved. Like
Yes.
it's not just a shove.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I got a 19, and when he does that, I'm saying, Tilly, that is not how you treat a lady.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Do I know Xtilius well enough to know that this would like fall under my danger sense, and if he runs away, he's probably gonna kneecap us? Can I have advantage on this roll? Is what I'm saying. Or is it-
I don't think you know him that well.
All right, then I got a 12.
Okay.
So I got a 19. So you got an 18, you said,
Yes.
and
I
you
got
got
a 19.
a 19. So I'm gonna waste a portent roll out the gate and make you have a 4.
Ooh, which one?
Amara, because I beat yours, tightrope. So as I push all 3 of you in, I jump in too, and as we're falling in the hole, I cast Featherfall.
Okay.
Oh.
While that's happening, I want to basically, because she's such a lady, she needs to basically gracefully, like you pushed her, but she wants to basically just gracefully do that feather fall. So she's just lands perfectly. And
I love
even if I have to roll acrobatics or something, I don't care.
Like Glenda the Good Witch.
It's Featherfall.
Yes.
Featherfall makes you move slowly. You can move around. You're fine.
As I'm floating down, I have both like outstretched arms and legs with my like back hunched as I'm like, just like
It's all slow mo. It's all slow mo.
all slow mo like.
It's all slow mo. So
I'm sorry.
Castilius has kind of thought this through, but he wasn't super great at really being aware of the exact dimension. So this is a well that, like, you know, if you went down kind of feet first, it would be pretty doable. Featherfall would be really nice. If he'd potentially maybe let his friends know what he planned, this could have been really, really great. But in particular, it's not the best move. And you do land on the ground, all in one piece. But everybody has taken just you're a little dusty, you're a little covered, any clothing that potentially could be kind of scraped that isn't like strong leather armor is you got some tears. You got some tears, minor scrapes and scratches. Nobody's injured. But you are now on the floor in this first room. And you can kind of see a little bit, especially anybody who's got dark vision, because you've got kind of this light from the top of this shaft kind of coming down where you're able to see. But it's dark, it's dirty. It feels very cave-like. And as you kind of look around, you you can't see super well, but you don't notice anything particularly of interest, except for one solid wooden door on the other side. So Chris, this is the first room. If we want to let people see the box.
Castilius, why you knock us in the hole?
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking about it. It's in my head. It made a lot of sense, but when I put into action, I'm taking notes. And he pulls out like a little piece of parchment and starts taking notes.
So when that's happening, I want it in Gnomish because I actually know Gnomish. I want to say, Tilly, you owe me another outfit. Look at what happened because of you. So rude.
I think it has character. I think you look lovely.
Do you know prestidigitation? I wanted this to be cleaned off for the time being. This is horrible. I can't present myself in this manner.
I'm sorry, I don't. That's a waste of a spell. But I will help take care of that later. I apologize.
As they're talking, I'm like kind of like slowly prowling up behind the gnome, and I like kind of get right above him. That was actually really good. You got past my fast movements. I'm impressed. And my tail is just like, okay.
Well, I certainly was not impressed. A lady like myself never just gets pushed in that way, and I'd like to, if I do something.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to stealth forward.
Okay. So you're gonna stealth forward where that kind of looks like it's a hallway that continues. You're actually you're finding out there's a solid wooden door there. So you're gonna stealth forward towards the door in particular?
Yes, I am. Being very careful, looking for traps along the way.
Okay. So you know, very carefully like set each foot down and like test the pressure and then let it go, and then test the pressure and then let it go, and you move forward to this door, and you see you notice something. The door itself is a pretty generic wooden door. It definitely has seen better days. You're noticing some like rot kind of at the bottom, not like dry rot that just kind of turns things to be a little bit crumbly, and you notice as well the locking mechanism is it's a lock. You could call it a lock, but that's being a little generous. You also notice that around the outside edge of the door appears to be kind of carved and painted. They're flaking off now, but these kind of carved and painted bats.
As I like kind of like look it over, my tail's kind of like waving, and I look back to my team. I think we might have found it. Look, there's bats.
Well, that would be a clue. We're looking for a Mr. Bat. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure we were.
They call him the Bat.
The bat.
The Bat.
Many bats. Looks like lots of bats here.
Can I go forward and then try to take a look at the because the lock is still intact. Like it's not where
still
we
intact.
Okay. Can I try to see if I can use my thieves' tools to try to maybe pick a lock?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's see. Is that a sleight of hand or what'd you say?
It's going to be sleight of hand, yes.
Okay, so that is a 23.
So you're able. This is again a pretty lock's a nice word for it. You're able to pretty quickly kind of snap this lock open, and you think from here that you should be able to pull the door open. It's probably gonna get caught a little bit on like the dirt and stuff on the ground. It doesn't look like it's been used very often, but you feel like you could probably pull it open at this point.
Okay, I want to open the door and then say, excuse me, is there a third bat in this room? Hello?
No.
Hello, Mr. Bat?
Shh. I hide.
So as you open this door and you start calling out for Mr. Bat, all of the sudden you just see this kind of rush of movement, and you are enveloped by what at first seems like might be a cloak, but then as it starts trying to kind of bite and gnaw on you a little bit, you get the sense that this is some kind of awful cave pancake with teeth. Definitely not a cloak. Probably not Mr. Bat, but I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Cave pancake.
What happened? I blacked out. I
All right, here
will
we go.
not roll initiative very well.
Oh, that ran away. Bye.
That is
That's
a
fine.
13 for Amara.
I got an 18.
Aw,
Awesome.
I got crud.
13.
Okay, so I need Amara and Castilius to roll off for me.
I got a 10.
Stormond got an 18.
Correct.
A tightrope, what'd you get?
10.
Damn it.
Let me do my roll off. Doing horrible.
It's fine.
Okay,
So mine is slightly higher, not by much.
got it. So Amara is a slightly higher than Castilius. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just say Amara is a noob to being rogue-ish. She's not very much accustomed to proper
She was just trying to be
rogue protocol.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Give the bat an option to come
Right?
forward and answer his door, after
Exactly.
breaking into it.
Yeah.
So Amara has been just enveloped by this spiky cave pancake, and
Ooh.
it is going to try and just like gnaw at your shoulder a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Amara is currently being attacked by a spiky cave pancake, and it tries to kind of bite and gnaw at you, but isn't able to to grab purchase. So you're still enveloped, but it has not yet managed to actually pierce skin. And Stormond, you have the first reaction here.
I am going to attack this thing with my double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, that's
It
right.
is, it's. I spin it around and then try to slash at it to sort of free her from it, because it's like you said, it's a cloak that's sort of.
It's yes.
It's like a tortilla. Talk to me in Tex-Mex terms here. It's like a tortilla,
It's very much like a tortilla.
and it's trying
with a
to make,
tail.
it's trying to be a burrito, but it's really
It's
currently a
It's
taco.
trying to be a full burrito, like tail is
Okay.
trying to wrap up and everything.
Excellent. Then I am going to. I'm not gonna rage right now because I don't know what else is going on, but I'm just gonna attack with the double-bladed scimitar. Does a 12 hit?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So you tell me what happens. Are you just trying to like get in to this taco but avoid Amara, and you're prioritizing Amara over the tortilla? Like, what's happening?
I'm also trying. I think I'm not used to being in caves, so
Oh.
I'm normally on the open sea. So I think I clang my scimitar against the ceiling.
Just straight into the ceiling.
Yeah,
I
the
love
door-
it.
The
Excellent.
doorway with the bats on it. I do, because it's a double-bladed scimitar, I can attack with the reverse end.
Yeah.
So I'm
As
gonna
you
do.
unpull it from the cave.
I hit the top, and then I try to swing the bottom to still get some sort of purchase out of it. I got a 21 on that modifier.
Okay, so you're able to slice into this thing.
Awesome. So that's 5 damage.
Okay. So Pancake's struggling a little bit. It's started to bleed. It's like this viscous. You can't tell if it's like just really dark because it's dark in here, or if it's like a really dark blood. It's unclear. But it does start to bleed a little bit with this kind of gross viscous nonsense going on here.
Ugh.
And as this happens, a second cave pancake just erupts from behind Amara and just lunges straight for Stormond because he's kind of in this area here.
Is this another cave taco? Is that what you said?
Another cave taco. Another cave
Okay.
taco. Now, fortunately, I think Stormund is just still trying to get his like land legs back, and he's a little unstable in this cave. And so, as he kind of steps back to deal with this like scimitar, the cave pancake just flattened to the ground, and you just see it like kind of wiggle and wave a little bit, like it's trying to like fly, but it has slammed. All right, we are back, everybody. Our amazing team of adventurers is fighting some cave pancakes or burritos or tacos, depending on the shape they're in at this point in time. But there are now two of them. One is wrapped around Amara. The other one has face planted into the dirt. And Amara, it is your turn.
I'm obviously freaking out because I don't know what this thing that's wrapping itself around me, and it's starting to bleed on me, and I'm like and so I try to do I have to kind of try to break free of this thing, like or because I can't pull at my weapons, or can I?
Yeah, so you're very much burritoed at this point.
So
you can basically
like
give me a strength check to try and break free from this.
Okay.
Burrito.
That sounded great.
Yep, that's a that one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Right.
as you struggle to break free from this burrito, you actually manage to get its teeth in a more convenient location for them. So it is actually able, not only do you not break free, but you have now gotten its teeth have sunk into your shoulder, and it manages to kind of wrestle you down. So now you are wrapped in a burrito that is biting you, and you're on the ground. And you're going to take 3 damage from those little teeth.
Is it piercing?
It's piercing.
Because I'm actually now, because I did Blade Ward before going down, I'm resistant against the piercing damage.
Nice. So that you're going to take half damage.
Half, okay. And then you said 3?
Yeah, so you can take 1.
Okay.
The generous damn rounds down.
Sometimes. You're now on the ground. You're struggling a little bit. And Castilius, it's your turn.
So she's prone now?
She's prone. Okay. She's wrapped in a cave burrito, prone on the ground.
You just hear me.
Yeah, I can do this. I wouldn't hurt her. And has this creature's been hurt already?
It has been hurt already.
Okay, can the creature make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yes, it can. Got a 16.
That just makes it.
I know. It's a smart cave burrito.
It is. It is.
It went to college.
Well, hang on. Does it take it if it succeeds, though? I think it doesn't, though.
Know your spells, bro.
Nah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm that, yeah, nothing happens then. I tried to cast Toll the Dead on it, and it didn't work.
And it just... couldn't hear you because it's so focused. Its like ears are covered. It's fine.
It's fine.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Flat ears.
Oh, nothing happens.
Tightrope. How do you react to this scene that is unfolding in front of you?
Well, the second before the battle even started, I hid when she yelled into the room. So
that is true. You did.
Yeah.
I would.
You're a better rogue than I.
I would probably be like, DM, where would you say I would be?
I think you would have moved. I don't know if. Okay, you can see my mouse if I do this. I think you would have moved back to like this area.
Okay.
Kind of like out of the way, because the way the door opens, you would be kind of hidden behind that door.
Mm-hmm. And I was just the way I react. I just see all this happening. Like everything's like coming out of the darkness, and there's burritos and pancakes and teeth all over the place. Like I just like get really like low and close to the wall. I'm just like, see, never yell, hide first, always hide. And then I'm gonna take out my longbow and notch it with a clawed finger. And I'm gonna pull it back, and I'm going to Hunter's mark first, so my cat eyes get really dilated, and and then go down to like really tight slits that are always almost like vibrating. And I am going to Hunter's Mark, the one on Amara,
Okay.
and I'm going to loose my arrow. All right.
Excellent.
So that's going to be this. Oh, and also, before I roll, I'm a sharpshooter, so I will be taking a -5 to see if I can get a +10 damage.
Got it.
Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So you
Eat that
are
burrito.
gonna get, you are going to get that +10 damage. You are we're gonna make it super simple for today, and you're gonna get max damage plus that +10 that you would have gotten from the.
Sweet. All right, that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. Oh, wait. Yeah, 24 then. Because I would have gotten 14 on the die. And then,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do math. I can do this. Okay, guys. You basically shish kebabbed this thing. So you managed to avoid Amara very well, luckily, because she is still wrapped inside this burrito. And as you kind of shish kebab, it freaks out and it like, and as it does this, so Amara, it releases from you. You're still underneath it, but it is now cave pancake instead of cave burrito.
Am I able to do opportunity at all? Did it try to move away?
It's trying to pull away from you, so yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I want to then try to stab it with my dagger as it releases me.
DM, I would have moved back right here with my movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does a 15 hit this thing?
Yeah, you managed to get it. It's distracted as it's freaking out about this arrow that is shooting through its back.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead because this is probably a lot faster. And we're gonna roll these. Okay, so that is 11 damage.
Okay. So it's bleeding pretty good. It is not happy. You can hear this like kind of high-pitched whining noise as it kind of tries to just kind of move off. It's not moving quite as well because it's now been injured in multiple places. Its tail is thrashing.
So when that's happening, I'm gonna basically when all of that is going on, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, unhappy state," and then try to stab it. Yeah.
Excellent. It is not happy. It is now this pancake's turn though, and it is committed to murder. And so it is going to try and swing around. Instead, it's decided the burrito route does not work very well. So now it's going to try and swing around and kind of hit you with its tail as it kind of moves back. And it just stabs you really, really hard.
Oh, jeez.
Our Kate Pancake rolled a natural 20. It's doing really well today. I really should use my worst dice for my monsters, but whatever. It's a fun day.
It's a thrill.
So you are going to take. I don't need to roll for that because we're going to use my own rules. You're going to take 15 damage.
So that would be actually less, correct? Because I still have the blade.
Because you're going to be resistant, so you're going to take half that.
Okay.
You'll
So
take
that's
7.
7. Yeah.
And it gets you really hard in the shoulder.
Ow.
How dare you!
I mean, yeah, I think that's probably all for you at this point. It's like I was eating. Before that, I was sleeping. And you yelled at me. Stormund, it's your turn.
No more underground flatbread. I am. So there's still 2 of them left. Are they both on the ground now? Is that how this works?
Yeah, they're both on the ground right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into a rage. I've had enough of this. So as I am raging, I also have the storm aura, which means that a 10-foot aura effect around me as I start to rage, and it means that I can choose one target that gets hit with a lightning bolt. Not a full lightning bolt spell, but it makes a Dex 14 save against lightning.
Okay. Are you attacking the injured cave pancake or the uninjured cave pancake?
With the lightning is going to the injured one.
The lightning is going to the injured one. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm still gonna get my actions on the other one.
Cool.
Yeah.
It fails.
Awesome. So it's going to take 1d6 lightning damage as a result of my aura. I don't know where my d6 is. There it is. Nope, my d6. There it is. Found it. d6. There it is. He takes 5 lightning damage.
Okay. So it's now crispy. You can smell it. It's not great. It's still floundering on the ground. Its tail is still thrashing, but it is looking very much the worse for wear. Very much the worse for wear here.
Now I'm gonna attack the other one that is the one that came after me.
That just face planted, but is otherwise totally fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack that one with my double-bladed scimitar. I got an 18 on that one.
You totally make contact with that one.
Awesome. That attack does 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again now with the underside, now that I'm used to being in this cave.
Now that you're used to being in the cave and you can avoid
close quarters combat.
Fell on things. Exactly.
So my second attack with the scimitar is 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And that
you really got your land legs under you.
Yeah, now I do finally. Now I do 8 damage on that one.
Okay.
No more. Stop it. We're going to fight.
Your double-bladed scimitar. Excellent. So it is now this pancake on the ground's turn, and it is going to come for you because you're attacking it, and it's really unhappy. It is going to this time. It is going to kind of rise up, and you're going to just see it almost looks like someone has picked up a cloak because of the way that it moves and writhes up, and this time it's going to swing at you, and it's going to run straight into the wall.
Yes. These are not very smart tacos.
I mean, depending on how you define smart, yes. Amara, it's your turn again.
Amara, would you want to take an opportunity attack to try to hit it before it lands?
This is a different pancake.
This is a different one. So that one was the one I think near Stormin. Or else I totally would have, I think.
Yes.
So this one is still directly in front of me, correct?
Yes.
And I was like, I'm gonna take my, I'm gonna try to actually throw my dagger at this thing.
Are you gonna stay on the ground, or are you gonna get up off?
Oh, is that an action to get up?
So that'll be. I'm gonna count that as your movement.
That's my movement. Okay, great. So I'm gonna get up and say, well, try this for size, and then I'm gonna try to flick my dagger at the thing.
Excellent.
And that is a nat 20.
So you nail that cave pancake to the wall. It is now stabbed into the wall, and you just watch it just kind of deflates and stops moving.
Serves you right, little pancake thing.
Amara's like, this is how it should have been.
I'm gonna actually this time bonus action because I could do my cunning action to try to hide somewhere. Is there any place to hide?
You could try.
I don't want to be wrecked by these things anymore.
You could try and get behind the door, or you could just move backwards so that your backs to the wall at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move back so then that way I'm a little bit further away, my back, so I can see what's going on around me. Since that may have initially not have been the smartest thing to just go in there. Just carefree, willy-nilly.
It started our game off with a bang. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Castilius, it's your turn. There's one remaining cave pancake.
Okay. And it's engaged with Stormin?
Yeah. I mean, it's currently engaged with a wall, but yes.
I see. Yeah, I'm going to firebolt it.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that your firebolts look like in particular? Any color?
Oh, that's a fun idea. I would say that my firebolt looks more yellow-orange than a red firebolt.
Okay.
So yeah, I just kind of getting very frustrated, but not verbally doing anything. Just looks like I'm about to explode, and I just go, Dah! And I just throw the yellow firebolt, 11 points of fire damage at the wall. Wall taco.
Absolutely. At the wall taco. So you hit this wall taco pretty hard. And anybody who's been watching this, you get that like after image thing, like whenever you see like a sparkler or something move by, because of this like yellow. Yeah, tightrope does not like it. And you just slams into this wall taco, and now you smell more singed wall taco.
I like it.
Storm's like, it smells like success. Absolutely. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I think that's it. I'm happy where I am.
All right, tightrope. We're back to you.
I'm gonna prowl along this wall to right here, please.
Okay.
And I'm just slowly moving in the darkness as I kind of like draw another arrow. And as I'm purring, I will loose another one. I'm going to, again, be using sharpshooter. All right, so that's going to be 27 to hit. No, wait, 27. -5, 22 to hit.
You hit the cave taco.
Sweet. All right. So that's going to be these two. Oh, that could have been a better roll. Oh. Plus 10. So that is going to be 19 damage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sneak attack. I'm a rogue too. 19, 24 damage.
Whoa.
Okay, so this arrow again just pins the pancake to the wall, and you just watch as it kind of slumps and stops moving.
I just go, you're welcome.
And we are now out of initiative.
Very nice.
So you've had an eventful start to this cave. How do you proceed?
No more yelling into doorways.
Yes,
Well,
no more
I
yelling.
was trying to be polite. I mean, if this is actually his dwelling place, you know, it's impolite to not introduce yourself first and say hello. Let me go grab my dagger. This thing,
Amara,
disgusting.
You almost got 8.
I'm quite aware. You were not wrapped around in this pancake creature thing like I was. This is disgusting. Again, Tilly, are you sure you don't want to spare me your prestidigitation? This is awful.
I'm gonna look at Amara. How bad does Amara look when I look at her?
How bad are you doing, Amara?
I'm only down like about 8 hit points. Not too bad.
Fair.
Okay.
Do we want to maybe sit down for a second to kind of regain ourselves?
I would like that very much. I need to take care of my wounds here. Can I do a cure wounds on myself?
Well, what I'm saying is, can we in game do a quick short rest before we move? to the
Oh,
next
yeah.
room?
Yeah, you want to hang out in this dark cave for 4 hours? Have at it.
Well, 4
You leave
hours
the
a
door
short
open?
rest?
Yeah. That's why I was like, cure wounds might be quicker.
Oh, sure. We can do. Okay, we can not do that and move on. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick. Let me see here.
Can I see in the next room and see if there's any more dangerous things in there?
So, as you kind of move to try and look down this hallway, there's no more natural light coming in from anywhere. So you're going to need either your dark vision is going to be really hard to see because there's very little light, or you have a glowy rock.
I'm gonna throw a glowy rock into the other room.
Okay, excellent move. You throw a glowy rock into the other room and just kind of have that wait where you wait to see if anything just lunges on it, and nothing moves. So you see the next room is actually this hallway that continues down about 20 feet and then splits off in 2 directions.
As Stormin is doing that, he's looking down the hallway. He feels this slight vibration on his back.
I would like to establish as a storm or a barbarian that when you do this, did you guys ever see the Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes.
like sparks show up in my eyes like this.
Like
And
Raiden.
Yeah, exactly. And then static electricity in the room makes all of Tightrope's hair kind of stick up a little bit because zzz, zzz, zzz.
and I'm just going to get really low and back away.
With your hair still just all
Yeah.
stuck up everywhere.
Static.
Like you're gonna have to like smooth that down. It's not just gonna go away.
This is not the time, tightrope. Not the time.
Okay.
This is what I was telling you about personal boundaries. Don't cross them.
Okay. Speaking of that, I'll be the one to go sneak into the room this time, okay? And you gotta be quiet.
I'm also gonna grab Castilius and hold him in front of me. I want to keep an eye on you and push him forward too.
You just got pushed, Castilius. Deal with it.
I must keep my eye on you, little gnome.
So I will go ahead and stealth and go into this room, looking for traps, being very careful.
And then, as you said, it splits off into two places, right?
It splits off into two directions. So as you kind of move forward down this hallway, you start to hear some noises, and you kind of get to that like it's like a Y-shaped hallway. As you get to that split, you kind of listen down one hallway and look and don't think those kind of noises are coming. When you listen down the other hallway and you look, you see like a faint glow at the end of the hallway, and you hear some noises almost like someone is like working on something. So you hear like moving, pushing, kind of pulling noises. And if you listen really, really carefully, you can almost hear the sound of someone like maybe whistling to themselves. But it's that absent-minded whistle that like it's not any particular tune or song. It's just, you're focused on your work, doing whatever.
Me being the rogue that I am, do I feel like, because I feel like we just made a whole bunch of noise where we work, and then this is a very echoey place. Do I feel like it would have been heard down the hall?
You get the sense that like it definitely could have been. It's not like y'all didn't make so much noise that it was, like a fire truck like driving down the street right in front of you. But like you get the sense that, especially if these caves are generally quiet, they should have heard you.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth back to the team. In that hallway, I hear noise like someone working on something. Maybe someone's making a statue with jewels, but I think they should have heard us. You and I point at Amara made a lot of noise, so I think it might be a trap.
I told you I was trying to be polite. Excuse me?
It might be a trap, so we have to be careful.
Well, what if I do a minor illusion and create a noise in the opposite direction, and then maybe the person will hear and we can see what we're up against? Would that work? Maybe, perhaps.
How far away can you make this?
It's about 30 feet. I think it could work.
Let's try it.
What do you think, Tilly?
I think it would work, yeah.
You little man, you have lots of trinkets and toys. You have anything could be useful in cave?
Maybe.
Are they
What are you
shiny?
wanting?
Like, maybe sound-making devices? Maybe things that make...
1 second. And I do pick up that rock that I threw too, by the way. Put it back in my pocket.
Yes, rock makes sound. That's good. Just start. Small.
But my minor illusion might be a little bit louder. I don't know if that person was distracted by that thing. The rock.
Maybe you two could...
Yeah, one second. And I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Steve, go make noise.
What?
And you see Steve just pick up like a rock, and you don't see Steve. You just see the rock pick it up.
You just see a rock get picked up.
They don't see anyone. You're talking to yourself.
Where do you want him to go?
Who are you
In the
talking-
other direction. I will. Hey, I have an idea, and then I want to do minor illusion, and then I want to basically have it basically. I want to have Steve make like a like this loud like squeaking like weird noise as he goes. in the other direction.
So y'all have this, you've got this kind of Y hallway, right? So you're coming up here, and then down this way is the like the light that you can kind of see, the noise. The other kind of Y hallway, you can't hear anything. So are you sending the noise farther down the wall, the Y hallway with the noise, or down the other Y hallway?
Where are you sending Steve?
I mean, so what we're trying to do is identify what's in either hallway, correct? And we hear the whistling or humming in one.
We want to go down the hallway with the noise, but carefully because it could be a trap.
Got it.
But I'm trying to lure whoever's in that hallway to the other side, like basically to come out into the where they're going to try to come to the center to see where where was that noise coming from, and then hopefully we can try to sneak up on him.
Send it down like the same kind of hallway that the noise is coming from. This was a way to kind of
to kind of alert it, while Steve is going kind of like over in that direction. So it's like that noise is all this echoing.
Loud cacophony that is happening in this hallway. And we're
gonna hide.
You're hiding in the very beginning of this Y. You've kind of hidden kind of by you. I'm envisioning like all of your heads like in a row, just like peeking out and then like hiding and then peeking out and then hiding. And as this kind of loud noise is happening, you hear kind of a thud, like someone has set down something heavy. And then you hear the squeak of a door opening up, like some hinges that aren't particularly oiled. And you see a small figure, about gnome-sized, kind of step out into the hallway and just stand there. Doesn't look in either direction, just stands there and listens and says, "You're early. I said I wouldn't be done for 2 weeks." And then the figure turns around and walks back in and shuts the door.
Did I recognize him?
You recognize it as a small male-presenting gnome.
I'm gonna have Steve knock on the door, and when he opens it, Steve's gonna go inside.
Okay, so you have Steve knock on the door. He opens the door and says, "What do you want?" And then waits and pauses.
When that happens, I'm gonna do the same minor illusion of that where he makes the noise when he goes into the room and he's asking Steve that question.
Okay, and he just, you hear like you see him kind of like move his head a little bit, like he really hates that noise, and you just hear him utter "stupid bats," and he shuts the door and goes back in, and you hear like a louder version of this, like these noises happening as he's clearly like, you know, banging stuff around because he started to get a little bit frustrated.
He's waiting for Bats. Bats is coming here.
Is the door closed and locked?
Door's closed.
Is it locked from the inside?
You walk up to the area?
No, I want like if Steve notices that the door is locked from the inside.
The door is not locked.
Okay.
Do you tell me this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move from one shadow to the next. I'm gonna start prowling down that hallway, looking for traps, being very careful, just in case. And I'm going to look to everyone like, come on. And I am going to stealthily try to open the door, peek in to see if maybe his back is turned, so I can stealth into the room and hide.
Give me a stealth check.
So as the door is opening, Steve's going to throw that little rock he has in the opposite corner of the room to get the gnome to look that way as well.
Okay.
Would you say that gives me advantage or just
I would say that gives you advantage.
Nice.
You're so cool. I like this CEO.
And I'm going to be stealthing behind tightrope, so like kind of where for backup.
Okay, so my stealth came to plus 10. Good lord, 24.
Okay, so you're able, even though the door definitely makes a little bit of a squeaking noise as you kind of try and peek in, the rock manages to kind of like rattle down the side of the wall, and so you see this gnome. He was kind of like sideways towards the door, and he hears this noise and he turns and just is listening really intently over in that corner. And he says, "Who's there?"
I say nothing, I hide.
Okay. Now you watch this gnome kind of walk over to the corner and start just kind of touching and kicking things. And he says, "This isn't funny. I told you to come in 2 weeks. You're early. This isn't okay. I'm going to stop trading with you."
As the gnome is saying this out loud, I imagine, he's over there, I'm over here, and he's just kind of like talking out. And I'm gonna just kind of like lean up on a table behind him that he can't see, and just audibly out loud just.
He turns around and grabs a like stick on the table and just tries to hit you in the head with it.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you.
Now he waves this stick in the direction of the noise that you made, but it's a